gonna watch it, and then I didn't.
Is that on Netflix?
That's got to be one of the best shows. And you never know what's going to go on. It could be like, yeah. Just don't go through the Dutch Ranch on your way to service. You're fine. Yes.
been phenomenal, along with the parents, in working together and competing well and showing sportsmanship. So it's just been a great couple of days. So we're excited to feature the sheep and goats today. We will start the sheep show at 10 o'clock with the flags and pledges. Indian Creek 4-H Club members, if you're here, we would welcome you to the arena. We'll do that in about 10 minutes. So the sheep show is first, senior showmanship, then market lambs, breeding lambs, followed by the goat show. So there is a program printed, posted on the bulletin board. The QR code for you to photo, for you to obtain the show orders is here too at the announcer stand and at the bulletin board. We're just printing less paper this year, touching less things. In light of the world that we live in, feel free to wear a mask. It's your choice. Do the social distancing that you feel comfortable with. We don't have bleachers in the arena this year in light of just less things that the Ag Society will have to clean. So bring your chair into the arena and enjoy it. We will start senior showmanship in 10 o'clock. Let us know if you have any questions. Your back tags are here at the announcer stand if you haven't picked them up. We have some safety pins here. Entrance gate for the arena will be in the center as always, and exit gate then to the south from the arena.
We'd like to welcome everybody to the 2020 Sheep Show at the Gates County Fair. Indian Creek 4-H Club will be doing the 4-H Pledge and the Pledge of Allegiance. The show is about to begin.
Yeah, yep. That's fine. I mean, I don't care who's. I'm gonna hold on. Like, go on the right. So this side, that side. Keep going. So we start with. Is it on? Yeah, okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
Thank you, Indian Creek 4-H Club. Starting off the show this morning will be senior showmanship, followed by intermediate, then junior, and then pee-wee showmanship. If you'd like to see the program, it's posted on the wall over here, or there's a phone app too. And it's posted over here, and it's posted on the board if you wanted to pull it up on your phone. Our judge for today is Kaylee Ellington from Fremont, Nebraska. Entering the ring right now is senior showmanship. Our judge today, Kaylee, is originally from Linville, Virginia. She grew up on a club lamb operation. Also showed Angus cattle and hogs. Attended Redlands Community College, El Reno, Oklahoma, and judged livestock under Brandon Collis. Was named an All-American Junior College Livestock Judge, transferred to Texas Tech University to complete an undergraduate degree in animal science and judge livestock and meat animal evaluation. She will begin vet school at UNL in the fall through the PPVM program.
right, so a great way to start off the day here in this first class of senior showmanship. Two young individuals that do a really good job presenting their lambs. I asked them a question about carcass merit in sheep. So I gave them the normal range of back fat thickness, which is kind of on extremes. 0.05 inches is really lean, all the way to a ½ inch. I just think it's important to kind of recognize some of the industry knowledge with carcass merit and kind of the value of sheep once they go to the rail after you're done showing them. So they both gave really good answers and had confidence in those answers. I just thought this young man out here in the front maybe was a little bit closer to the mark in what he thought his sheep had on him in terms of thickness, fat thickness, and just gets him set up. Maybe wants to cooperate with him a little bit better today. But they're both doing a great job keeping eye contact and having confidence out here in the show ring. So let's give them both a round of applause, and we'll see them out here for the overall.
Receiving purple ribbons in senior showmanship, Tren Hoffman Ideas and Shaylee Kessler. The champion entering the ring right now is the intermediate. The senior champion division belt buckle is sponsored by Musil Club Lambs, Daryl and Lana Musil family. Also, the other showmanship awards are sponsored by Security First Bank. The two individuals from the senior will come back for the overall showmanship. In the ring now is the intermediate sheep showmanship. Our sponsors for the other awards today in the sheep show are State Bank of Odell, Farm Credit Services of America, Tim and Darla Acton Sheep Farm, Farmers Cooperative, and DLT Family Farms in Hallam.
All right, so another nice set here in the intermediate showmanship. Two showmen that do a good job. Definitely spend a lot of time at home with these lambs. And I asked them a question kind of about what they'd like to improve about their lambs. I think that's always another good thing to be thinking about maybe where you'd like to see your lamb better, so you can work when you're in showmanship to maybe show those flaws a little bit out of your lamb. So they both had great responses to that. I picked this young lady to win this class. I think just in terms of getting her lamb set up and presented well very quickly. She does a great job at that. Has obviously spent a lot of time at home practicing, and it definitely shows here in the show ring. The young man's also doing a great job. Definitely has a lamb that walks well for him. Maybe just when he stops and gets him set up is just fighting him a little bit more today. Maybe a little grumpy out here. So, but a great job to both his intermediate showmen. So congratulations.
Receiving a purple ribbon and champion intermediate division showman is sponsored by the buckle is sponsored by Scully Estates, and that goes to Jordan Wussel. Joey Hoffman Ideas receives a blue. Entering the ring now is junior showmanship, and we'll have our overall followed by pee-wee showmanship. The belt buckle for the champion junior division is sponsored by Carriage Motors.
it's certainly exciting to see a group of young showmen like this that have so much drive and excitement to be in the show ring today. They all did a really great job of maintaining eye contact with me and giving me some really good responses and having confidence in their answers. So I applaud them all for that. Maybe just some of these weathers and youths not want to cooperate exactly with the young men today, and that kind of makes it hard. But just keep putting in practice and work at home, and you'll certainly keep on improving. But I think this young man here in the front, I think he just maybe had a little bit more attentiveness to keeping those hind legs set up. So he'll win this class today, but all three of them did a great job. So congratulations. Let's give them all a round of applause.
The sponsor for the Junior Division Champion belt buckle for showmanship is Carriage Motors. That's won by Grant Wussel. Receiving blue ribbons, Zach Schinelli and Waylon Overbeck. We'll now have the final draft of the overall sheep showmanship. We'll ask the top two from the first class, of the winner of the second class, and the winner of the third class to come in. Security First Bank is the sponsor of the overall champion sheep showman, and the winners in the final drive, Mark Simonson with Security First Bank, is here. Our judge for today is Kaylee Ellington of Fremont. After the selection of our champions and overall showmanship, the next class will be Pee Wee showmanship. So Pee Wees, line up and get ready to go. After Pee Wee showmanship, we'll go into the Market Lambs Group 1.
Okay, just making sure this was on. All right, well, in this champion drive of overall showmen, we have some really great showmen out here across the boards, all ages, which is really impressive. I went with this young lady from the intermediate division. She'll be your champion overall. Just really impressive in how she comes in with a lot of confidence and ease in the way she goes about getting her lamb set up, and always has him, or her, excuse me, really highly presented, and does a great job with having kind of a style to the way she shows, and keeping eye contact and presence in the ring. And this young man that I have here in second, he's really doing an excellent job, especially for his age, keeping his lamb highly presented. Maybe just the weather wants to step around a little bit more on him, which is understandable, but he does a great job staying focused. And these other two showmen here, maybe their lambs are just fighting them a little bit more, but great job in terms of your confidence and preparedness to come into the ring. So congratulations to all of these showmen.
Champion showman, Lana Mussel. Reserve champion showman, Grant Mussel. Receiving the silver medal, Tren Hoffman Ideas, and the bronze medal, Shaylee Kessler. These are all sponsored by Security First Bank, Mark Simonson presenting. We would like to have the champion and reserve lamb showman to go over to get their picture taken by the 4-H sign here in the middle. So if the champion and reserve would take the time to do that, that would be great. Thank you, Mark Simonson. Our next class will be Pee Wee Showmanship. Pee Wee Showmanship. All Pee Wees enter the ring. Pee Wee Showmanship is now underway.
On behalf of the Gage County Ag Society, we welcome you to Pee Wee Showmanship. Outstanding opportunity. Line up, bring in a helper with the lamb, got a halter on it, whatever. Bring all of them in that are possible. Pee Wee Showmanship. Somebody comes up, let the gate open there if you want to come in. Gage County Ag Society especially thanks Farm Credit Services of America for helping out with the sponsorship of this program. Great opportunity to expose young people to animal agriculture, future 4-H or FFA members, future producers or service people for the ag industry. It's a great opportunity. Thank you for being here.
Well, what a fun group of Pee Wee showmen out here. Did you guys have fun? Yeah? All right, well, you all did such a great job with your lambs that I have to give you all purple ribbons. You all win, so great job. Let's give them all a round of applause.
All right, let's hear it for the Pee Wees. You got a prize coming over at the gate, so walk right out that gate and they'll get you a ribbon and prize for you. Congratulations. Thanks for coming.
We'll We'll move into the market lamb Group 1 division. These lambs are going to weigh from 99 pounds to 126 pounds. Group 1 market lambs. Once again, our sponsors for today for the belt buckles for the division winners in showmanship, Musil Club Lambs, the Darrell and Lana Musil family, Scully Estates, and Carriage Motors. Security First Bank was a sponsor for the overall showman. The other sponsors for the classes coming up would be the State Bank of Odell, Farm Credit Services of America, Tim and Darla Acton Sheep Farm, Farmers Cooperative, and DLT Family Farms of Helen. Entering the ring now is Group 1 Market Lambs. Group 2 is on deck.
a nice set to start off our market lamb show today. This young man that comes out on the top of the class, just think he has a nice weather that just kind of has the market fundamentals we're looking for. He's opened up at the ground, a kind of a heavy constructed weather that's still plenty massive over his top, and just has nice curvature in terms of his leg. I think he just combines everything that I was looking for in terms of the fundamentals today. So congratulations, young man. This young lady in second with the natural colored ewe, one that I really like from the side. She's a tall fronted, kind of level designed ewe. It's got a good look. Just wish she was maybe a little bit more opened up over her top in terms of her rack and loin. But another nice high quality lamb there in second. And then this little ewe I have here in third, one that's a really nice little kind of compact ewe in terms of just kind of muscle shape and kind of an upstanding rack shape with a good handle. That one definitely holds the advantage in this class. Just one that's kind of still young and green, just has a good future ahead of her, but not maybe quite there yet today. And then these three in the back of the class, certainly a heavy muscled one here, just maybe one in terms of structure once you get a little tighter about his spine, but nice job, young man. And these last two, ones that I would just like to see maybe a little bit more opened up, a little more expressive and genuine in terms of muscle shape, but a nice set. Congratulations to all of these exhibitors.
Our next class will be Group 2 Market Lambs. The results of Group 1, receiving a purple ribbon, Grant Moselle. Receiving a purple ribbon, Jordan Moselle, also a purple Jordan Moselle on the second lamb. Receiving a blue ribbon, Tren Hoffman Ideas, Joey Hoffman Ideas, and Shaylee Kessler. Our next class coming in is Group 2 Market Lambs. We'll have the selection for the overall champion after that, and then we'll follow in with the pen of 2 Market Lambs. The Grand Champion Market Lamb is sponsored by the Gage County Farm Bureau. The weights of the lambs in the ring now are from 126 pounds to 135 pounds.
an impressive lineup out here in this second class of market lambs. These top three are definitely high quality and offer just some variations in terms of their design. I went ahead and used this young man out here in the front. I just think that his you just best combines having a really good handle and muscle shape up high and still just having a really nice balanced look from the side. Really good in terms of her underline and just comes together in a really balanced package. So a nice one to start off the class. Now this young man's wether that's in second is certainly a powerhouse. Super wide constructed, really heavy muscled, dimensional through that leg and over his top. Maybe just a little bit wide tracking going away. I'd like to maybe change that about him, maybe level him a bit out of his hip, but a nice job, young man. And this young lady's ewe lamb here in third, one that has a really good look from the side, relatively level in terms of her design and tall fronted. The young lady does a nice job getting her presented well today. Maybe just not as expressive and firm to the touch as those two ahead of her, but a nice job. And the young man that rounds out the class, another one that's heavy muscled and has got plenty of shape, maybe just in terms of his skeletal design, gets a little bit tighter about his spine and doesn't want to get out and go just as well as those other three, but nice set.
The results of Class 2, receiving a purple ribbon, Grant Mussel. Also receiving a purple, Zach Chanelli. And Zach Chanelli with a blue ribbon, Joey Hoffman Ideas with a blue ribbon. We'll now ask the top two of each class to come in for the overall grand champion. The grand champion trophy for Market Lambs is sponsored by Gage County Farm Bureau. The reserve champion Market Lamb is sponsored by the State Bank of Odell.
Get that, is that tour? Here, I know it's this tape. Let's see, should I put that down?
terms of that muscle design with just a really good look and balanced design from the side. When she sets out and goes, she's still really athletic in terms of her motion, and she'll be the grand champion today in the Market Lamb Show. Congratulations.
Grand champion Market Lamb goes to Grant Mussel of Wilbur. That trophy is sponsored by Gage County Farm Bureau.
All right, when we pull this second place in, one from the second class, another one that's just really opened up and powerful and expressive in terms of his design. The young man does a really great job getting him set up and ready. But just in terms of just a quality skeletal design and balance, I was just hit a little bit harder by this first place from the first class, so he'll be reserved. Congratulations.
Reserve champion goes to Grant Mussel, sponsored by State Bank of Odell. Congratulations to all. Our next class will be the Pen of Two Market Lambs. The sponsor for this class is Tim and Darla Acton Sheep Farm.
Would you? Hand me that. Yes, yes. I should have trophies. We don't have them here. And we don't have trophies here for the Pen of Two Lambs. We should have two for us, but if we didn't. And then they should look like this even.
some nice sets of pairs out here. Obviously, I've already evaluated all of them before, so I won't talk too much. But I kind of they made my job easy. They came in here kind of in the order that I liked them. So this first set, really nice. Obviously, Grand and Reserve, and they just pair together well, really high quality. Then ones I have here in second, definitely completely opposite in terms of their kind. Kind of have a tall, good-looking, kind of a later maturing looking ewe, and then short, really stout ewe as well. But they have contrasting good qualities that make them a good pair. And these two young boys right here, they do a great job showing these, and I hope they're out here having fun and have a nice set as well. And then in terms of uniformity, this fourth place set, definitely very uniform in terms of their kind. Maybe just like to open them up and stouten them up just a bit, but a nice set of pairs. Congratulations.
The champion pen of 2 goes to Grant Mussel. Receiving a purple, Jordan Mussel. Also receiving a purple, Zach Chanelli. And receiving a blue, Joey Hoffman Ideas of Cortland. Once again, the sponsor for the pen of 2 Market Lambs is Farm Credit Services, and the reserve is sponsored by Tim and Darla Acton Sheep Farm. That completes the Market Lamb show. We will now move to the breeding, and it'll be commercial breeding ewes is the next class.
This year. The Gage County 4-H Council is very pleased to have studied and observe different counties and different ways that Grand and Reserve Champion Awards are figured out and presented. This year we have a new system, and the Grand and Reserve Champions across all the livestock shows have a choice of the trophy plaque. We're presenting dummy trophies today for them to take a photo and then return to us. They can select a trophy, $25 in a check, or a book bag, which is embroidered with Gage County Fair 2020, and we have a sample of that here at the announcer stand. So each of those Grand and Reserves is receiving a letter with this information and a thank you note for them to write and us to present to their sponsor. So it's a new thing today. So Grand and Reserves this year will be able to select a trophy, a cash award, or this book bag. We thought it might be kind of a neat way to try that. Sometimes we get enough trophies at home, and we might be interested in the book bag, and you might be interested in the cash for maybe, hopefully, your project for next year. So that's the system. If we award the trophy and we take it back from you after your photos, that's why. Your full award will be coming to you then at the end of August. So you have a choice of a trophy, a cash award, or the book bag. So if you want to see the book bag, stop by the office up here, and we'll get your thank you note and your form back to the extension office or us during the fair, and then we will select that award for you. We also want to remind you that the Gage County Ag Society is sponsoring the premium auction for market exhibitors in beef, sheep, swine, and goats. As you leave the arena, the market classes, your participants will get the form from the Ag Society for you to return. Please don't forget to return that before you leave the grounds. If you're involved in more than one species of showing, you just need to select one. But please remember to return that form, and we want you to be a part of the premium auction on Sunday. It's going to be a neat event in the grandstand, something brand new along with everything else this year that's happening. So it'll be a really nice afternoon in the grandstand. So the premium auction will be Sunday, and market exhibitors, please remember to return that form to us before you leave the grounds, so we can include you as a part of that premium auction. We invite buyers, parents, grandparents, people to come in. The concession stand will be open. No meal provided, of course, with our current environment. And so bring your friends, bring your buyers, bring your bankers or whatever, and we'd like you all to be a part of that premium auction. There will be scholarships presented, just a really nice grand enclosure to the Gage County Fair this year. So let us know if you have any questions, and as well as the way that we are awarding Grand and Reserve Champion Awards this year. If you have any questions, let us know. So thank you all. Have a good day.
A nice top two to start off the breeding youth show today. I'm just going to keep them in order like they are. You'll be first and then second. This young lady's ewe. I think one that I just like a little bit better through her front end, maybe a little taller front end, neater up through that chest floor, and kind of like it better in terms of her underline. And when they get out and go, she maybe takes just a more flexible step. She's really dead level out of her hip, maybe cranked up a little high in her pin set, consequently gets a little bit off in terms of her hip loin hookup, but a nice one to start off the class with. A close second this young man has here. There's a really stout, opened up, round rib kind of view, and I like her in terms of those regards. Maybe just hit me as a notch more early maturing, maybe just a little bit coarser about her shoulder, and like to dial her back just a bit in terms of that condition, but another really nice one. Then these two that round out the class, kind of on the other end of the spectrum, instead of being a little bit too heavy condition, maybe just a notch leaner than I'd like to see today. But two that will certainly make some practical breeding use down the road. Just need a little bit more time to mature. So great class, congratulations.
The results of the commercial breeding ewe lamb class. Receiving a purple, Jordan Mussel. Also receiving a purple, Grant Mussel. Receiving a blue ribbon, Trent Hoffman Ideas. And also receiving a blue ribbon, Joey Hoffman Ideas. Entering the ring now will be the yearling ewe division for the commercials.
Just a note, exhibitors and friends and family, the QR code now does include the show for the meat goats and then the llama show. So you can go take a photo of the QR code. It's on the bulletin board in the center. There's one here on the announcer stand. We'll have a few printed copies here for the goat show in just a few minutes, but it is up. We do start with showmanship, and then you can take a photo, and at least now you can see that. So if you have any questions, let us know. We'll have a few copies here in just a few minutes. Thanks.
Two good functional yearling ewes out here. I went ahead and went with this young man in the front in first place. Just think that ewe hits me as a bit more broody in terms of her design. She's rounder about her rib, kind of more stout in her bone work, and wider out of her pin set, and I like those things about her. This one here in second, one that's really feminine and attractive up through her front end and refined in terms of her look. I just like to see her maybe a little rounder about her rib, and just have a bit more condition on her today, but a nice pair.
The results of the yearling ewe division: receiving a purple, Tren Hoffman Ideas; receiving a blue ribbon, Joey Hoffman Ideas. And now is the crossbred aged ewe. The sponsor for the Grand Champion overall
and three should certainly make functional, practical use, but these out of class 1 kind of just hit me hard in terms of just really quality looks from the side and skeletal designs, and this young lady right here will be your champion. Congratulations. And the young man that was second in that class will be reserved. Let's give these exhibitors all a round of applause.
Champion commercial breeding ewe goes to Jordan Mussel of Wilbur. Reserve goes to Grant Mussel of Wilbur. Entering the ring now will be the Hampshire Ewe Lamb. Following the sheep show, we will take a 30-minute break before the 4-H building does have food, and the Friends of 4-H do have concessions out here. So we'll take a 30-minute break following the sheep show before we start the goat show.
this Hampshire class, two nice U's. I went ahead and used this young man in the back for first place in this class. Just think his U, it's kind of just the larger, higher performing U that's rounder in terms of her rib design, maybe just a bit more practical in her look and gets out and goes a bit more comfortable when they're pulled to lead. This young man that's in second, one that's really refined and feminine about her look and certainly later maturing, but with that, one that's just more closed up in terms of her design and maybe like to see her just a little bit further along. But nice set. Congratulations.
The results of the ULAM class, Hampshire ULAM, receiving a purple, Trent Hoffman Ideas, receiving a blue, Joey Hoffman Ideas. Entering the ring now will be yearling Ewes. Yearling Ewes.
This set of yearling Hampshire ewes, two that are really practical and should make some good brood ewes down the road. I just went ahead and used this young man up front to win. I think that his is just a notch more dialed back in terms of her condition. I like her through her front end. She's a bit neater about her chest and a little bit closer to the mark in terms of that underline, and a nice one to start off with. Pretty similar, the pair are pretty similar, but this young man's in second is actually the one of the pair that's a little bit rounder in terms of her rib design and kind of the stouter, more opened up one. Just didn't balance up as nice from the side for me today. Maybe a little bit heavier in terms of that condition that I'd like to see, but a nice set. Congratulations. Give these two a round of applause.
The results of the Hampshire Yearling Ewe class, Receiving a purple ribbon, Joey Hoffman Ideas. Receiving a blue ribbon, Tren Hoffman Ideas. Now we will select the champion, Hamp U. Once again, our judge today is Kaylee Ellington of Fremont. And the sponsor for the Grand and Reserve Champion, the Grand Champion Breeding Ewe is Farmers Cooperative. The Reserve Grand Champion Breeding Ewe is sponsored by DL. The Reserve Champion is sponsored by DLT Family Farms of Hallam.
And so the single entry in this Suffolk show, she's a nice ewe that's refined and feminine in terms of her look, like Suffolks are known for. Certainly a long-bodied ewe that's relatively round in terms of her rib design. Maybe I'd like to stouten her up a bit from behind, but one that gets out and goes really well, and she'll be your champion overall Suffolk. So congratulations. Let's give a round of applause to this young lady.
Receiving a purple ribbon, Shaylee Kessler, Claytonia. Now we will have the overall breeding ewe champion. Keep in mind, after the sheep show, we will break for 30 minutes before we start the goat show.
Certainly a nice breeding ewe show to sort through, and I had a lot of fun doing it. and some variation in terms of breeds, obviously. It's nice to see that there's still some purebred breeds out here being shown, and there's certainly a lot of value and history within those breeds. With that being said, I just think that these two crossbreds out of the first division just hit me the hardest in terms of their quality and balance, and they'll be your Grand and Reserve overall breeding ewes. So let's give all of these exhibitors a big round of applause.
Champion overall breeding ewe goes to Jordan Mussel of Wilbur. That trophy is sponsored by Farmers Cooperative. The reserve champion goes to, is it Grant? Okay, Grant Mussel. And the that trophy is sponsored by DLT Family Farms of Hallam. Once again, we want to thank everybody for participating in the sheep show. We'll now break for 30 minutes before we start the goat show. 12 o'clock noon, we start the goat show, 12 o'clock noon.